So, good day guys. Our topic is about Google. So, let's proceed. Best practices for implementing core big data services on Google Cloud. So, this document introduces best practices for implementing machine learning or ML on Google Cloud with a focus on custom trained models based on your data and code. We provide recommendation on how to develop custom trained models throughout the machine learning workflow, including key action and links for further reading. The following diagram gives a high-level overview of the stage in the ML or machine learning workflow addressed in this document, which include first ML development, going to data processing, going to operationalized training, model deployment and serving, and ML workflow, orchestration, and artifact organization, and last model monitoring. So one, ML development. The ML development lifecycle is a process to create and take to production an application containing an ML model that solves a business problem. Data processing. Data processing is the conversion of data into usable and desired form. Number 3. Operationalized training that develops, maintains, or improves that operational readiness of individual or unit. Number 4. Model deployment and serving. Model deployment is simply the engineering task of exposing an ML model to real use. Multi-model server or MMS is a flexible and easy-to-use tool for serving deep learning models trained using InML or DL framework. 5. ML workflow orchestration. Machine learning orchestration tools are used to automate and manage workflow and pipeline infrastructure with a simple collaborative interface. 6. Artifact organization. Artifacts are the overt and obvious elements of an organization. 7. Model monitoring. Model monitoring is the close tracking of the performance of ML models in production so that production and AI teams can identify potential issues before they impact the business.
About Google, designing and maintaining big data. What is big data? Big data is combination of structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data collected by organizations that can be mined for information and used in machine learning projects, predictive modeling, and other advanced analytic applications. Why is big data analytics important? Organizations can use big data analytics systems and software to make data-driven decisions that can improve business-related outcomes. The benefits may include more effective marketing, new revenue opportunities, customer personalization, and improved operational efficiency. With an effective strategy, these benefits can provide competitive advantage over rivals.
How does big data analytics work? Data analysts, data scientists, predictive modelers, statisticians, and other analytics professionals collect, process, clean, and analyze growing volumes of extracted transaction data, as well as other forms of data not used by conventional BI and analytics program. Here's an overview of the 4 steps of the big data analytics process. Data professionals collect data from a variety of different sources. Often, it is a mix of semi-structured and structured data. While each organization uses different data streams, some common sources include internet clickstream data, web servers logs, cloud application, mobile applications, social media content, text from customers' emails and survey responses, mobile phone and records, and machine data captured by sensors connected to the Internet of Things or IoT. Data is prepared and processed. After data is collected and stored in a data warehouse or data lake, Data professionals must organize, configure, and partition the data properly for analytical queries. Thorough data preparation and processing makes for higher performance from analytical queries. Data is cleansed to improve its quality. Data professionals scrub the data using scripting tools or data quality software. They look for any errors or inconsistencies such as duplications or formatting mistakes and organize and tidy up the data. The collected process and clean data is analyzed with analytics software. This includes tools for data mining, which sifts through datasets in search of patterns and relationships. Predictive analytics, which builds models to forecast customers' behavior and other future actions, scenarios, and trends. Machine learning, which taps various algorithms to analyze large datasets. Deep learning, which is more advanced offshoots of machine learning. Text mining and statistical analysis software, artificial intelligence or AI. Mainstream business and intelligence software and data visualization tool.
Tools for automating data analysis of Google. Number 1, Google Tag Assistant. Number 2, GA Debugger. Number 3, WASP. Number 4, Analytics Pros Data Layer Inspector. Number 5, Tag Manager Injector. Number 6, Screaming Frog. Number 7, Ghostery. Number 8, Reg AXR. Number 9, Google Analytics URL Builder. And number 10, Google Analytics Table Booster. So Google Tag Assistant. Google Tag Assistant is a Chrome extension that helps you validate the tracking code on your website and troubleshoot common problems and makes the entire process much easier and faster. So Tag Assistant enables you to record a typical user flow. It keeps track of all the hit you send, check them for any problems, and gives you a full report of interaction. In case of any issues or potential improvement, it will let you know about them. So number 2, GA Debugger or Google Analytics Debugger is a Chrome extension through which the Google Developer Console can log record everything hit, page view, screen view, event, transaction, etc. that you send to the Google Analytics server. So Google Analytics Debugger is a DevTools extension for exposing, tracking, beacon, beacon data to developer. So live data capture tracking beacons for traditional and universal analytics properties while you browse. So, WSP or the Web Analytics Solution Profiler is the must-have tools for manager, marketers, and implementation specialists who wants to audit, validate, and debug the data sent from their website via tags and beacons. So Analytics Pros Data Layer. By using the Analytics Pros Data Layer Inspector, first is add the extension to the Chrome. Once you add, you will be able to start expecting the data layer by clicking on the extension icon in your address bar. Expanding the advanced option will give you the ability to turn back time and perform the magic. So Tag Manager Injector. So the Google Tag Manager Injector, the GT The GTM injector extension helps you to preview a GTM container on the site without needing to add any JavaScript to your page. It means you have much more time to test your GTM configuration in advance. So Google Tag Manager Injector allows you to locally inject any GTM container on the given site and simulate its effect. These are free extension and is still in beta.
Hello, good evening. My name is Jared Wallace Billamore from BSIT 4A, and today I will discuss the tool for automating data analysis of Google. First is Screaming Frog. The Screaming Frog SEO Spider is a fast and advanced SEO site audit tool. It can be used to crawl both small and very large websites, where manually checking every page would be extremely labor intensive and where you can easily miss a redirect, meta refresh, or duplicate page issue. The Screaming Frog Issue Spider is a website crawler that helps you improve on-site SEO by extracting data and auditing for common SEO issues. Download and crawl 500 URLs for free or buy license to remove the limit and access advanced feature. Next is the Ghostery. Ghostery is a powerful privacy extension. Block ads, stop tracker, and speed up website. Protect your privacy. Ghostery allows you to view and block trackers on websites. You browse to control who collects your data. Enhance anti-tracking also anonymize anonymize, anonymize your data to further protect your privacy. Ghostery is a browser extension, a piece of software that extends the functionality of a web browser on a desktop computer. Ghostery monitor all the different web servers that are being called from web page and match them with a library of data collection too. Next is reg regex, regular expression, also known as regex, are used to find specific pattern in a list. In Google Analytics, regex can be used to find anything that match a certain pattern. For example, you can find all page within a subdirectory or all the page with a query string more than 10 characters long. The regular expression tools use regular expression syntax to parse, match, or replace data. Regular expression support while regular expression are support in designer, users are responsible for their own expression and how the expression impact their data. Next is Google Analytics URL Builder. The URL Builder allows you to track each marketing effort separately in Google Analytics. If you don't track your marketing campaigns, they get lumped with all of your other traffic. This is especially important for paid marketing. Google described Google URL Builder as this is tool allows you to easily add campaign parameters to URL, so you can track custom campaign in Google Analytics. Put simply, Google URL Builder help you measure which of your marketing campaigns are performing well and well. Last is Google Analytics Table Booster. The Table Booster is a Chrome browser extension that enhances the data grid of Google Analytics by providing three visualization type for every metric column. You can use graph in grid view. Every row can use a different visualization type, combine all types even in the same row. And that's all. Thank you.
About Google. Best practices for big data security. 5 best practices for big data security. One is protect authentication gateways. 2. Employ principle of least privilege. 3. Make use of retrospective attack simulation. 4. Use latest antivirus protection. 5. Schedule periodic audits. So let's go in protect authentication gateways. Protect authentication gateways is weak authentication mechanism is one of the most common factors that contribute towards data breaches. Exposing the vulnerabilities present in user authentication function, a hacker can potentially gain access to sensitive data. Flawed implementation of user authentication process must be prevented at design stage. Ensure that there is no broken authentication tokens which can be exploited by any unauthorized user. 2 is employ principle of least privilege. You should ideally maintain a tiered access control and implement principle of least privilege. It advocates limiting user access to the minimal level that will allow normal functioning. In other words, you should give a user only those privileges which are essential for that user to take care of his or her responsibilities. It would prevent unethical IT specialists from indulging in unlawful data mining activities. 3. Make use of retrospective attack simulation. Not all organizations can build in-house infrastructure to support big data initiatives due to financial constraints. If your big data projects relies on a third-party, cloud-based, public or private solution, then retrospective attack simulation can be used to find vulnerabilities with the third-party application hosted on the cloud. If the attack succeeds, then you should investigate the issue further to find a permanent resolution. Retrospective simulation would help you to identify probable weaknesses in the system before genuinely tries to exploit the vulnerability. 4. Use latest antivirus protection. Multiple antivirus vendors have come up with security solutions that are specifically targeted towards big data initiatives. So always protect your big data environment with the latest antivirus suite. Make sure that the updates and patches are installed as soon as they are made available by the manufacturer. 5. Schedule periodic audits. Big data is an emerging market and the technologies are constantly evolving, making it difficult for the existing security solution to keep up with the increasing demand. Periodic audits will help you to identify new vulnerabilities as they make their presence felt. Thus, you can realign your security compliance with the current security standards.